Hello again. In this video we're going to be installing our ABJack module in the copper transition closure. Let's start by opening the outer cover, as well as the telco access cover. Now we're going to be installing the protector modules. For this we're going to be using the AD01WLP, and to install it we'll have to remove one of the ground tabs. There's two lines that are going to be installed. Slide this on the mounting ground stud. And for the second module, we're going to have to remove the opposite ground tab. And then secure them with the can wrench. Next, I'm going to use a knife to cut through the scored lower ground. I'm doing this now because it's easier access before installing the module. Within the ABJack module kit, there's two brackets that will not be needed. This bracket and the 9A adapter bracket. These are used in the CAC 7600 Corning NID. Before we install the ABJack module, for this application the adapter plate would need to be removed. Simply bend it up and it should break off cleanly. Install the customer side module by snapping it in place. And install the telco side module and secure it with the can wrench. To install the ground, push it up through the lower grommet and connect it around the ground stud. And secure it tightly with the can wrench. In this application we're using a 10 gauge solid conductor copper wire. I'm going to be installing the drop cable. Push it up through the lower grommet. There's a feature, the lower portion of the enclosure, that accommodates a tie wrap. So we'll secure it with a tie wrap. And now it's ready for wiring. To make the connections, I like to start with the second line. Back off the driver screw. And we're going to cut the orange and white pair to length, leaving a little bit of a service loop. We're also going to make the connections for the telco side of the module. So we're going to use the yellow and black pair. I'm going to cut those to length. I'm going to install those. And using the strain relief feature to hold the wires securely, make sure the input wires are completely in the angle driver and secure the angle driver screw. And the connections are made. I'm going to repeat the process with the first line, again backing off the driver screw, cutting white-blue hair to length. Leave a little bit of a service loop. Install the telco side wires in the upper port for line 1. Again, the angle driver uses IDC terminations, so there's no need to strip the wires. And I'm going to engage the strain relief feature of the angle driver to secure those upper wires. While I insert the lower input wires and secure the angle driver screw. And the connections are made. We're going to be wiring the telco side module. Insert the cable through the lower grommet on the customer side. The cable that we'll be using is a Cat 5e cable. And this cable runs between the telco side module and the inside ABJack. Again, it uses our IDC terminations. So simply cut the wire to length, leave a little bit of a service loop. Lift the rocker to its uppermost position. Insert the wires completely, make sure they bottom out, and close down the rocker. The rockers are color-coded, so just follow the color code sequence for the remaining terminations. In the interest of saving time, I completed the remaining connections on the telco side. Now I'm going to be wiring the inside phone wires to the customer side module. I'm running up a 2-pair phone cable. I'm going to secure it with the tie wrap. And now I'm going to make the connections. The customer side module is the demarcation point for the phone system wiring. Cut the cables to length. This is for line 2. No stripping of the wires are needed because this is IDC terminations. I lift the rocker to its upmost position and make the connections. And repeat the process for line 1. This module also has a feature to connect to a security system if one is in place. They come pre-wired to bypass the security system from the factory. The jumpers are installed and the connections are made. With all the connections made, you close the inside telco cover, secure it with a can wrench, and secure the outside cover. There's also an installation note showing you how to wire this on our website.